Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sober School, where you can always find experience, strength, and hope. My name is Drew. I'm an alcoholic. We want to welcome you to this platform here today, regardless of what your addiction may be. You are welcome here. We support your pathway to recovery, your pathway, and whichever pathway it is that you choose, well, we're here to help, and we definitely want to make sure that it works for you. If you're watching this through the Recovery Classroom Facebook group page, we encourage you to share your own experience, strength, and hope, and your own words of wisdom. You never know who needs to hear what it is you might have to say, and it could just change someone's life, including your own. Quick announcement, tonight is the night for the pilot crosstalk meeting located at Pea Ridge United Methodist Church here in Barboursville. So if you're local to the area, I want to encourage you to come on down and check it out. It's tonight at 7 o'clock, and it's I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of fun. So with that being said, I want to pitch right in. There's times I have my notebook, and anyone who's ever seen me in a room, I always have a notebook with me, and I'm always writing stuff down. Just the other night, a guy stopped me right in the middle of a meeting. He stopped me. He's like, "What do you write down?" And I said, "Notes. Notes. That's why it's called a notebook, right?" But there's times I'll write stuff down, and I go, "Oh, that's a good topic," and then I'll come on, do the video, and I'll share on the topic, and then I'll go back and I'll go, "Damn, I really need to listen to that topic myself. I really need to apply that myself." See, again, keeping myself honest. And today I want to talk about making time. If you don't make time for your recovery, if you don't make time to heal, other people are going to make time for you. They will make time for you. And what I mean by that is, I've never met anyone with more than 24 hours in a day. So we all have the same amount of time every single day. You have no more time in your day than what I've got. We've all got 24 hours. I've never met a person that has 24 hours and 5 minutes or nothing like that, right? And so with that being said, when it comes to our addiction, if we don't make time to recover, if we don't make time to heal ourselves, our addiction will make time for us. Great example. I know a person who got a job and was excited that they got this job, and they were drinking on the job. And I shared that it's probably a good idea you go to rehab. Well, I can't because I just got this job. Well, that job, you're going to lose that job anyway because you're drinking on the job, right? So you need to make time to heal yourself, to recover, to get better, or else your alcoholism is going to make time for you. It's going to take your time. One way to think of it is, again, everybody has the same amount of time in the day as we do. Us being alcoholics and drug addicts, we are, generally speaking, good people. We want to help people out. If somebody asks for help, we want to help them out. And so because somebody else may not realize they've got the same amount of time in their day that I do in mine, they may come to me and say, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you help me with this? And can you help me with that?" And again, we're generous people. We want to give of ourselves. So sure, we'll say, "Yeah, absolutely." And we'll do something for somebody. But that takes away from our time, which is fine if you can balance it. There's nothing wrong with that. The big book even says to do that, right? To help people out, to be of maximum service. But the problem is when we start taking or giving our time away to other people, other things, and lo and behold, all of a sudden that generosity has crossed the line into a stressor. And next thing you know, we're pressed for time. We're stressed to the max because we're trying to do everything for everybody else in our lives because we love them, we care about them. And sometimes we forget about us. See, I'm no good to anybody if I'm drunk. You may not be any good to anybody if you're high, if you're drugged up. How can I be good to somebody if I'm drunk? I can't. But lo and behold, because I've given away so much of my time to other people, trying to be nice and generous, because that's the type of person I think I am, I have now created a stressor. I've crossed that threshold from being generous to being stressed. And that's, again, in my history, that's when I was very susceptible to saying, "You know what, fuck it, I just need to take a drink. I need to relax. Need to take the edge off." Ever heard that one? Need to take the edge off. Something to take the edge off, right? Well, then lo and behold, once I take that first drink, once you take that first drug, man, you're right back in that horrendous, hellish cycle that you fought so hard to get out of. And so I want to encourage you today, make time for yourself to heal yourself. Because if you don't make time to heal yourself, somebody else is going to make time for you. Another quick example, just to drive this point home. I know a lot of folks that are in like the 28-day, rehab programs. There's nothing wrong with those programs at all. Matter of fact, I think they're needed. I think they're beneficial. But what happens is, generally speaking, you will go in and you're obviously giving your time to somebody else, right? To the caseworkers, to the staff at the facilities that you're at. You're giving your time to them. And so they're managing your time for you. And they get you into meetings, they get you into counseling sessions. They've kind of structured your day. And so you've spent 28 days, 4 weeks, almost 5 weeks, 4.5 weeks, you're being learning how to have a structured, organized day. And then as soon as you get out, it becomes a struggle. Because sure, you had a structured life whenever you were in that 28-day program. No question about it, right? You had a structured life. But when you get out, that structure is gone. And so what happens is you're back on your time to where you are managing your time. And you start trying to give your time to other people, your parents, your kids, your family, your friends. And the next thing you know, you're right back in that same madness. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't be generous. That's not it at all what I'm saying. Again, the big book says we are to be of maximum service to our fellows. We're supposed to do that. But what I am saying is don't forget about you. You will do no good to anybody else if you're drunk or you're high. This morning, for me personally, I got up and I went and ran. Okay, that's my me time. That's when I'm engaging my body. I'm relearning how to use my body in a way that I'd forgotten how to use it. I love running. Anyone who knows me knows I love running. And yes, I did 5.5 miles. Woo! But great times too. But that's my me time. That's when I'm able to brain dump. That's when I'm able to kind of pray and meditate, believe it or not, even while I'm running. That's when I'm able to kind of let the squirrels in my head get all their energy out. The squirrels in my head are running, so I figure I might as well use that energy that they're producing to benefit my body as well. That's my me time. That's my recovery time, per se. Meetings is another time slot that you can have. My son, he hated whenever I was drinking. He would cry all the time. He'd catch me drinking. He'd be like, "Dad, your dad died when you were 16. I'm not going to make it to 16 before you die." I remember him saying that to me at a young age, and it was heartbreaking. He hated me drinking. Well, now he hates AA. He's like, "Dad, you're gone every night." That's not entirely true. I'm gone most nights, but not every night, because I'm in a meeting, because I'm trying to get fed. I'm trying to help nurture and grow my body. I'm making time for me. And that's a big challenge that I talk with a lot of drug addicts and alcoholics. They have their kids and they're like, how do I manage these meetings, manage making time for myself, and yet my kids want me? I'll say this one more time. I'll reiterate it one more time. You will be no good to your children if you're drunk or you're high. I was absolutely no good to my son whenever I was drunk. So therefore, I have to make time now for me in order to help heal me, even now, even still, day by day, to help heal me, or else I won't be any good to my son. I won't be any good to my wife or my kids, my other children. I won't be any good to you. So I want to encourage you today, make time, protect that time for your recovery. It's easy for the boss to call you up and say, "Hey, look, can you come in on your day off?" And if you can, great, but don't feel obligated, because you have to have that you time. Make time and protect that time. And with that, I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys have an absolutely kick-ass Friday. I appreciate you guys letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. So thank you very much. If you guys have a topic you'd like to hear discussed, feel free to drop it in the Recovery Classroom Facebook group page. You can email it directly to me, Drew, DREW, @soberschool.org. You can also reach me on Facebook, the Messenger app on Facebook. So again, hope you guys have a kick-ass day. Thank you guys for letting me come in. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.